Most of the SMRT bus drivers involved in an illegal strike over a pay dispute have returned to work, except for 6 who had valid medical reasons. SMRT says 20 bus drivers from China and SMRT personnel are assisting the police in their investigations. It also says disciplinary action will be taken against those who didn't turn up for work and didn't have valid reasons. What sort of a disciplinary action? It didn't say.
SMRT bus services are finally running as scheduled after an illegal 2-day strike by its bus drivers over a pay dispute.
There are lessons learned in this episode in how to better engage our service leaders, and we will improve in this area. We are doing our best to make immediate improvements to the living conditions of our service leaders. For the majority of our service leaders from China, who are putting in their best in performing their duties, we want to assure them that we value their services.
At the heart of the issue was drivers' salaries. SMRT clarified that bus drivers from China are hired on a 2-year contract, unlike those from Malaysia, who are employed on a permanent basis. And while the starting pay for those from China are lower, their accommodation and utilities bills and daily transport to their workplace are paid for. In July, bus drivers on permanent employment received an increment in their starting pay, while a special increment of $75 was given to China nationals out of goodwill. Another round of salary adjustments for those on permanent employment was made in October, and a similar adjustment of $25 per month for China nationals was finalized last week. Unfortunately, the illegal strike took place even before the bus drivers knew about their salary adjustments. In a statement, Labour Movement NTUC said management should recognize the positive role the union can play.
We encourage our drivers to join the union so that they can be represented. Perhaps we did not do enough to encourage them.
SMRT acknowledges that living conditions of bus drivers need to be improved, and this comes after complaints of bedbugs in their dormitories. Now, fumigation works were scheduled to take place at the Woodlands dormitory, but they were not carried out. And SMRT said that they should have taken swifter actions, and they say that fumigation works will be carried out as soon as possible.
Late yesterday, SMRT announced that it had lodged a police report over the illegal strike, and some drivers who did not turn up for work were seen entering the police cantonment complex this morning.
Staff from the Chinese embassy spoke to the bus drivers late Tuesday night. According to Xinhua, a Chinese news agency, the embassy staff advised the workers to abide by Singapore's laws and regulations and to avoid affecting local public transport.
因为昨天工会的人和我们的主管都来了，都和我们说了一些，谈了一些话。
他们跟你谈的是什么东西呢？
他们说的是什么？他说你要去，还有工还要做的事情慢慢解决。
所以他们有答应你们什么条件吗？
他不可能说。
Channel News Asia spoke to several bus drivers who had decided to return to work. They boarded the buses which picked them up at 4 a.m. from the Woodlands dormitory and dropped them off at the various depots.
为什么今天都决定复工？
我们昨天就有干的，也是为公司着想，我们也不想到这公司有损失，公司有损失，整个影响太大，对我们也不好。
我是身体是不好，所以说没有去。但今天好点，我就去了。
The chairman of the Government Parliamentary Committee for Finance and Trade and Industry, Inderjit Singh, said that the dispute may affect industrial relations in Singapore. Mr. Singh stressed that a strong message must be sent that whoever works here must abide by the country's laws.
For the workers to have gone on strike, it's something of a big concern to us in Singapore because this is not our work culture. I wish SMRT handled this thing better. And now that this has happened, I think everyone has to take very firm action because we cannot let this become a norm in Singapore.
He also said that he hoped to see a firm and stern response to the incident.